well, then.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Do you need help, Icaron?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover.
Until we make the point.
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
We did it.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower, a flying tower, to be precise, is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You've seen this before. The book, the black tendrils of chaos weave that lash out and overtake you. The dread is as real as the first time. The oppression just as unbearable.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning.
Grab your bags. We're moving.
This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
After this one.
If we get separated or need to break camp fast, remember, find the river and follow it downstream.
You'd even consider letting him stay. We must be rid of this menace.
Come on. We all have our secrets. And our risks. If Gale leaves, we might as well disband completely.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
If there's fighting, you
Really? So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the... As am I. And I'm sure those poor Of course. May you keep...
What's that?
Sharp as ever.
Someone there?
The pride of the gate.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
can't.
Spilled blood will not right bad blood. Allow me to deal with my own. I still have need of her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Soon. Remember the dangers I told you about. Take tonight to rest, recuperate, celebrate.
Fine.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No. Thanks is not enough. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. To be expected. I'm glad you survived intact. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
It's broken, but not too badly. What have we here? Well, what have we here? There's a wicked edge to this. I can feel the darkness in the blade.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more...
Over there.
Think of it. No more will be in a city.
Patience.
Having performance issues, Roland.
Hush you, and behold!
I'll have you know, he can also make them blue.
Never have I met such troglodytes.
I need to dance!
No. No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! Or...
It's a bed and a roof for me.
None of that poetic.
Beautiful night. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion. She preferred it when we were alone. Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the fire. By a Gerorn's lost nose! No! I speak of Tara, my Tresson, assistant, my constant... She'd been most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even, after I was afflicted with my condition. I locked myself in my tower for an entire... Given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement. Her research that led me to my treatment. After so long being cared for by someone else. It feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. You remind me of her somewhat. The same sharp tongue and sharp teeth. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake... Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. Very funny. But as we all... Not that I don't appreciate your... Well, this seems as good a time as any for me to stop babbling on. Right. Understood. Consider this budding romance thoroughly nipped. Go!
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this camp.
Go on now, don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll have plenty of time together on the way to Moonrise. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about... Go on, enjoy yourself.
You have no idea how good it feels. The singing we could probably do without.
Two tiefling queens, frightful and fierce.
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Would you look at this place? All these people, happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too. Fuck yes! I'm celebrating my freedom. and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Desperate people. Refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your night to the half-elf. I've no doubt she will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation. You know the fortune of my company. Another fortune yet stands before you. A warrior's flesh, rarely tasted. Think if you must. The chance will pass come light of day.